for Villa. Aitken got down there, and Little almost able to turn it in past Keelan. That really was a scare for Norwich. Tremendous leap by Aitken. Now Grayden. And here's Hamilton. Used to be with Chelsea and Southend. Aitken's making one of those gallant runs up the wing for him, but I think Peter Morris might get the better of him. Oh my goodness, that went past Keelan. Well, that back pass from Morris almost put Keelan in all sorts of trouble. Indeed, it did put him in trouble. And it was as well that Forbes was there to whack it away again. Now Machin. Powell on the far side calling for it. Machin has seen him there. Boyer is in there too, and Powell almost got in. That was a good run by Powell. Tony Powell, the former Bournemouth player, and it was Mel Machin, another former Bournemouth player, who picked him up well. With that cross there, it looked for a moment as though it might fall for Boyer, but it was Powell coming up on the blind side who had the chance, slim as it was. Morris now, into the path of Sullivan. Powell is right up there. This is a better looking attack, and there's McDougall. There's the chance. Oh my goodness, and Ross headed that one away off the line. Well, that was a scorching Norwich move, and a superb piece of defence by the Villa skipper Ian Ross. Sullivan playing a great part in it, and as that cross came in, Dougal was free. He went round Jim Coombs, and look at that for defence by the skipper Ian Ross. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Still no score in this 1975 League Cup final. And really very little at the moment to choose between these two teams. As Robson now tries to get that scuttling stride of Little away. Still with Little, and a good shot there, saved that time by Kevin Keelan. Keelan angling himself well, but another tremendous run by this 21-year-old Brian Little. And Gordon Hill now down. I don't know whether he's got a bit of cramp also. There's Charlie Aitken, but the referee is also down. No, just tying up his boots, nothing more serious. There's the run by Little. Good acceleration and a well-timed run, getting the better of Stringer there, but look at the angling of Keelan. And no goal. Positioning to get Norwich out of trouble. Robson turning it back again towards Keith Leonard. A good leap by him, and here's this little man, Brian Little. Oh, just past that Norwich post. And again, Little is the man who is causing all the problems to Norwich City. Leonard doing very well here. A little backward flip, but look at the turning here, almost Gerd Muller style by Brian Little. The turn, the little toe poke, a foot wide. Loose one, a little touch there for Carradus, and away goes Frank Carradus now for Villa. Leonard's in the middle, so too is Little. And coming up fast is Ray Graydon. Is this the goal? No, he's hit it wide. Caught a photographer full in the face, but that showed the beautiful shooting power of Ray Graydon, but it was off the mark. So the Norwich player is injured, and while he gets treatment, let's look at that replay. Again, a nice little touch and a good run here by Carradus. Kept that in well, and just the little pass inside. He's looking up all the time, picking up Graydon, and Graydon with a surprising amount of space. Caught it well, but wide. And Graydon on his way again. What a good pass, using their wings well. So much more width about the Aston Villa play. And there's Carradus streaking through again. And will it come again for McDonald? No, it comes again and set for Little, and saved by Keelan. Tremendous piece of play there as Little goes through, or rather Carradus goes through, and it comes clear, and it's Little who gets there first. And a good save again by Keelan. And Little. Another youngster, Bobby McDonald, supporting him, but Little's going his own way. Played there again for Graydon. Is this the moment? No, it's stopped again. Is this the moment again, though? Out for Carradus. Norwich with a chance. They've got people back now. Hamilton. But still, Villa exerting great pressure now on Norwich City as McDonald is supported by Aitken, the early ball, but wildly played. Aitken again making one of those bursts down the left, but here's Hamilton now, gone past Stringer, there's the shot, into the side netting. Tremendous force, I thought just for a fraction of a second it had gone in. But great acceleration here by Chico Hamilton, picked the ball up, beat Stringer for pace. And a great left foot shot, but alas for Villa, into the side netting. But Robson helping out Nicol. And then Aitken helping out his teammate, and Keelan a long way out. Is this the moment? And Stringer followed it right back in, and it looked as though Hamilton was going to score a most spectacular goal there, as Keelan for some reason came right outside of his area. First of all, Charlie Aitken whacked it in. As little went through, Kevin Keelan knew he had to do something pretty drastic. Hamilton tried to turn it back again. Keelan was worried, but Stringer saw it to safety. Well, that's a beautiful ball by Little as Carradus goes away now. Still with Carradus. Oh, and Keelan stopped it with his feet. Tremendous ball, though, by Brian Little. Look at that pass from Little. Beautifully into the path of Carradus. And Carradus must have thought that this was the moment. Shot well, but it was the legs of Keelan that saved Norwich. Nicely sprayed there for Robson. Leonard getting it back again for John Robson. There's Robson with the shot. Oh, what a save by Keelan from John Robson, who scored only one goal this season, and that was on the second game of this season, so he doesn't get in too often with his shots, but Robson hit that well, and Keelan saved it magnificently. He's going to get to this header. And Norwich a bit under pressure as Hamilton takes another corner. Keelan's gone for this one. Oh, it is handball! It's a penalty. Machin had to handle it from Nicol's header. And so it's a penalty to Aston Villa. No dispute at all. There's the corner. Here comes Nicol with the header. And Machin had to handle that on the line. And it looks as though Ray Graydon is the man responsible. Machin is still down on that goal line. He saved a certain goal, and he's being told to get off the field. Now, can Graydon add to the 23 goals he scored this season? There's Duncan Forbes, in fact, adding a bit of gamesmanship by saying the ball is not properly on the spot. So it's a tense moment for Ray Graydon. Can Kevin Keelan stop it? Yes, he can, but he's got a chance for a second one. Go! Graydon scores. 1-0 to Villa. Well, what terrible luck for Kevin Keelan. He'd saved the ball, he'd pushed it onto the post, but once he touched it, it was quite okay for Graydon to play it again. And a much relieved Ray Graydon is there to whack it home. 1-0 to Aston Villa. Congratulations there from Chris Nicol to the scorer of that goal, Ray Graydon. Aston Villa 1, Norwich City 0. 6 minutes to go. Little for Villa. Shaking off all comers as again tried to get past Stringer. Ball kept in play. Floated across there for Leonard just over the bar. The ball kept in play. The linesman kept his flag down. And again this little man, Brian Little, 21-year-old, the scourge of Norwich City, just in play. The little dink over that was just a fraction too high for Keith Leonard. 3 minutes to go. Forbes is up 2, which of course is what Norwich have got to do. They've got to plant so many men forward. Will it come now for Miller? There's the shot just over. I don't think Jim Coombs would have known too much about it, but happy in his heart to know that it's no more than a goal kick. Or rather, they're taking rather a long time to come across and take it. Oh, it's a free kick which Graydon will take. Hit again towards Leonard. Oh, and he hit the post. Now Carradus. Certainly Villa have had much the better of this second half. Oh, and he's pushed away again, and still it wouldn't go in. Well, first Leonard, then Carolus very nearly made it 2-0. It's another corner. So the corner then to Villa. There's the first one coming in, hitting that post from Leonard's header. As Sullivan gets it away, Carolus, delightful skills. And then pulling out a save from Kevin Keelan. Another look at the watch, and Villa are almost there. But here's Little. And Graydon, I think, has gone down with cramp, but the whistle has gone! The man who scored the winner is down on the pitch with cramp, but the joy in his face was there for all to see. Ray Graydon's penalty brings the League Cup to Aston Villa. Mel Machin, sad for him, he had to make that save on the line from Chris Nichols' header. Kevin Keelan saved that first penalty shot so brilliantly, pushed it onto the post, could do nothing about the rebound. And Villa, Glasgow-born, with a Villa scarf wrapped around his neck, getting the Football League Cup from the president of the Football League, Lord Westwood. The Villa chairman, Doug Ellis, is there too, and the cup goes to Villa Park.